Hi, Randy, K7AGE, back to the workbench. First step here, I need to attach the tabletop to the metal leg. So I got my drill and my socket. Well, that was so much fun, I'll do another one. Time to get the red paint ready. So this is the final coat of red paint. I've got 6 of these legs. These will be the vertical supports for the shelves. I just about have one done. All right, this is number 6. Not really ham radio, but I guess it's a ham radio enabler for the workbench. It's not the most exciting part of the hobby, but you know, I'm building something, I'm making something, repurposing some old, the existing workbench. Thank you, Dave. Making it mine. Making it the way I want, putting in a few hours of work here. So, and I'm going to end up with something that's going to give me a lot of hours of enjoyment, and I'm looking forward to it being done. So I can go on to something else, like maybe building a kit, or red's done, and on to the whites. Chose to do white to make it brighter, help with the lighting, hopefully reflect some light around. Yeah, it'll probably get marked up, but hey, it's a workbench. So I finished the middle shelf, the bottom shelf, and now I'm working on the top shelf. I'll just keep at it. Okay, the paint's all dry on my red shelf legs, and I have one of the 2x4 basics brackets just slid over here. I'm going to set this so it's 24 inches from the top of this surface to the workbench top, and it'll be set back here so the shelf will come out to this area here. The top shelf will be up here, it extends further out, which I don't think will bother my head, and that's where the LED lamp fixture goes. Okay, the next thing is to mount these. They slide down over the tops, the 2x4s. So I have it all screwed together now with all the screws for the posts and the shelves. It's a little wonky, but that's going to improve when I put pegboard across the back. That'll stiffen it up. I'm also going to run leg bolts through the table up into the bottom of the 2x4s. So more work to do yet. I'm not done, but it's really looking good, and I'm quite pleased with it. I've done a little bit of work off camera. I cut the pegboard and mounted it on the back of the shelves, and it extends up a few inches past the top, and so things don't fall off the back. And what was left over from the cut of the big piece for the rear of the shelves, I cut end panels to go on the end of the 2x4 supports. So today's project is to finish this basically up for this video. I got my hole saw here, and we're going to cut some holes in the back so I can pass cables through the back. I want to mount my LED light underneath here, and probably mount a couple plug strips to get going. So let's continue. Okay, I have all my holes drilled in the back, and the way I've got my bench laid out here is that this section here is where my test gear will be stacked up. So I don't need a lot of light shining on the fronts of the displays and the readouts and things. So I'm going to put the light kind of centered on this side, and I'm on up there, and it'll provide me a lot of light, and it lights up the surface nicely across the whole work area and to about 6 inches into the back there. So I think this will be good. There we go, latched in. Okay, I'm going to mount this plug strip in this spot here. Well, that wraps it up for this video. I got my holes drilled, my light mounted. I got one plug strip installed. I have to dig up some more from my boxes from the move. and I'll get those installed. Need to get the vacuum cleaner out and clean up the sawdust mess from drilling all those holes. And you can follow me on Twitter at K7AGE, and I'll be back with another video. I'm not sure what or when, but hopefully it won't be too long. Again, thanks for watching. This is Randy, K7AGE.